Starting with weather, we're going to take a live look outside from one of our crest cams, our Sandia crest cam. And Olga, I know flash flood warnings are up for parts of the state this evening, and you're tracking the latest radar on that.
That I am. We're definitely looking at some rain. Most of this is across the northern tier of the state. This is where we expected that rain to fall for today. We have the potential for some excessive rainfall there. Already 2 flash flood warnings are up. These went up about an hour or so ago, a little longer than that for some regions. We will have one for Sandoval County. This one is just south of Los Alamos, where the earlier heavy thunderstorm cell rolled through. But if you look back toward Jemez Springs here, we have another heavy thunderstorm cell about to slide through that same area. So I expect this flash flood warning to stay up for quite a while. For right now, they say it is up until 6 o'clock. Then a little bit closer toward the Hermit's Peak, Calf Canyon burn scar area, very vulnerable there with not a lot of ability to absorb that rain. We have a flash flood watch that's due to expire in Mora County at 6:45. Again, this could be problematic as that secondary cell begins to slide on through. So here's where we have kind of a bullseye for the remainder of this evening. We could see some storms across that northern tier, including here in the Albuquerque metro as far south as Socorro. We'll even see up in the Four Corners region some spotty showers and isolated thunderstorms as we head on into the later portions of the evening. Now, some of this is not going to die down until later on tonight. We expect the cloud cover to hang tough in and around Las Vegas and that Hermit's Peak, Calf Canyon burn scar area, and that does mean that we do have that potential for some of that flash flooding. Here's where we stand overnight from Monday into Tuesday. That's when we're expecting some very heavy rain to push on through. I'll be back to time out a wetter and a cooler forecast on tap.
Now here's Olga.
All right, we've been talking about this rain, and some of us are already getting it, especially in the northern mountains where we have 2 flash flood warnings, one for Sandoval County until 6 p.m., another in and around Mora County, that burn scar area, until we get to 6:45. We will definitely see temperatures on the milder side tomorrow. We'll still be a little bit warm, but we're now trending closer to average. The rest of the week features a downturn in temps. Will be as low as 82 by Wednesday, but 2 impact weather days are coming for Tuesday and Wednesday with the rain. Looks like zozobra, not so bad, just a slight rain chance.
Olga, thank you. Don't forget, you can get our latest newscast anytime on the free Very Local app. We'll see you back here tonight at 10. Make it a great Sunday, and of course, be safe. Taking a live look outside now from our Sandia crest cam. You can see some are getting a little bit of storms today. The clouds are building, but chances for these storms are building as the week goes on, which means, Olga, we have several impact weather days headed our way.
Yeah, some of us are going to have those impact days earlier than others. For us here in the Albuquerque metro, we're looking at Tuesday and Wednesday time frame. Now, this is all a problem in areas where we have experienced some recent wildfires, and that's because with all that brush burned away, that soil is not able to absorb that much water that quickly. Therefore, the water runs off, we get the flash floods, and it only takes about 1/4 of an inch of rain to really get those flash floods going. So this could be problematic later on in the week, especially if we get some debris flow as well. The rainfall amounts that we're looking at starting on Monday morning and beyond could be problematic around our Ruidoso burn scar area and also the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon burn scar area in particular as we move from Monday into early Tuesday morning. Again, this is going to continue Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. We even have some rain on tap for Wednesday before things begin to settle down. Our current situation is that we have some flooding concerns in our northern mountains. First off, flash flood warning. This one is up until 6 o'clock for a portion of Sandoval County. We saw a heavy thunderstorm cell move through just south of Los Alamos. Another one quite behind it, just a beat or two. That could prolong that flash flood watch depending upon its track. Also, the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon burn scar area, a portion of it is under a flash flood watch. This portion of Mora County until we get to 6:45. Again, lots of rainfall in and around the area. Most of this is across that northern tier, and I don't expect it to dive down until we get past sunset. We are overcast here in the Albuquerque metro. Those clouds moved in quickly. Temperatures, yeah, they're really settling back down. We're down to 85 degrees, but we haven't seen any rainfall just yet. Our humidity is on the rise, and that's going to give us an opportunity for some spotty showers and maybe even an isolated thunderstorm before about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight. Currently, you can tell where we're rain cooled. A lot of us are down into the 70s right now, especially Durango, 66, Gallup in the middle 60s as well. So a mild night tonight, cool across our northern zones. We will definitely see rain opportunities not only until midnight tonight, but we're going to carry a bit of a slight chance into these early morning hours as our temperatures settle down into the upper 60s for our overnight lows. So how much rain are we talking about in the next 3 days? The Albuquerque metro could see about 1/4 of an inch total, but the bullseye is up north where we're shaded in the yellow. We could see an inch or more across some of our northern central and northern eastern plains. Now, future track does clear us out nicely for early in the morning. We will see a mix of sun and clouds to start us out, but we're going to billow up after lunchtime. Showers and thunderstorms moving on in. That front sags through, and it's really going to be the focus for a lot of that storm activity into tomorrow evening. Rainfall amounts will be problematic not only for Monday, but into Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Four Corners, you will actually see some action late on Monday afternoon, but be prepared for some heavy rainfall for Tuesday and Wednesday, holding the temperatures down. We'll get there with Silver City as well. Late day Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, heavy rain could lead to some flooding throughout the area, and generally overcast skies for Roswell, Carlsbad, and Hobbs, with impact storms coming your way by the middle of the week. We're going to keep our temperatures pretty mild for Las Vegas. We're talking low to mid 70s for most of the week before we turn it around after the storms make their exit. And Santa Fe, you're going to feel great in those 70s, but we have to deal with overcast skies and rain chances each and every day. Forecast long term, definitely taking that dip. Will be in the 90s here for the Albuquerque metro. We will see temperatures as low as 85 by Thursday.
Taking a live look outside from our KOAT action cam, we've had some on and off showers across New Mexico, even a few here at the station. And Olga, looking into this week, we have a little bit of a roller coaster when it comes to some moisture.
Yeah, definitely the northern tier of the state is probably going to catch it first. We've already seen this today where that is where we've seen some of the heavier thunderstorm cells roll through. We had a few flood alerts across our northern zones well north of I-40. That will be the case again for tomorrow, but we're going to start to shift. Wednesday and Thursday, we could see opportunities statewide for some monsoon type range storms moving on through. It's a quiet night for Silver City right now. Enjoy it while we have it. Skies are really partly to mostly cloudy still at the Sunport, but temperatures have been holding pretty steadily at 75 degrees. Humidity remains high above 50%, and those winds gently out of the east. So we will get some breaks with some sunshine early tomorrow morning. Then the clouds will fill in with rain chances going up. Right now we're at 79 in Socorro, 64 in Clayton, and 79 in Carlsbad. A little bit cooler toward the north central portion where we are rain cooled, but the winds, they are really in check. Everyone at or below 15 mile-per-hour winds right now, and we'll definitely keep our temperatures a little closer to average as we move on in through the week. We'll even see some of us dip below average by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday. Today we did fairly well at the Sunport, 92 degrees our high. That's well above our average for this time of year, and across the board there was quite a bit of heat, especially across those southern zones with the low to mid 90s. Now, as we move on into tomorrow, that's when everything's going to change. We have an opportunity for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. I think the north and the east is going to see most of that action, especially as that front slides through. We could see some heavy downpours in and around the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon burn scar area, and we're not ruling out some rain possibilities through the week in and around Ruidoso as well. I'll be back to time out the rain and also let you know just how low some of these temperatures are going to go.
Olga, a live look outside now from our P&M action cam. Today's storms, if you had some, they are just the beginning. Olga is here tracking the weather that's coming in through the entire week, Olga.
Well, we're going to dial up the storm opportunities, but we're also going to dial back some of the heat. I wouldn't call this a cool week, but compared to how warm it has been over the last several weeks, we're going to get a nice temperature adjustment, just a little bit of a taste of early fall for some of us. Right now, we're starting to clear out on the radar. Still a few spotty showers up in that northern and eastern corner. Clayton still getting a little bit of action, and just north of Santa Fe, Los Alamos seeing some scattered showers there. It will be a fairly quiet night tonight. I expect all of us to see a few clouds in the morning, but we'll get more sunshine than cloud cover for the first half of the day tomorrow. Right now, temperatures are sliding downward. We're in the middle and lower 70s for Rio Rancho and Farmington, already hitting the 60s for Ruidoso and Santa Fe, and it's definitely going to be fairly warm tomorrow. I think temperatures for many of us are going to be on par with the average for this time of year. Right now, we're not doing too badly. A couple of pockets of warmer air down toward the south, so still holding on to those 80s in and around Las Cruces, and we are holding on to a storm or shower opportunity here in the Albuquerque Metro until the early morning hours. It won't be until about 6, 7 o'clock that we are finally in the clear. Again, this clear is only going to be for a couple of hours. Will be dry for your morning commute, but as we move on into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, everything changes. Here's where we think the storms are possible. Generally, that northern tier. It does include the I-40 corridor, all points up toward the north, and we're even getting a lot of action here in that western central part of the state, including the boot heel down toward the south. So the possibility is there for tomorrow. If we look at the long term, not only our Monday rain, but going into Tuesday as well, that's when we could have some problems beginning to pop up. Many areas, including our vulnerable burn scars around Ruidoso and Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon, definitely could be in danger of some flash flooding. In fact, there's already a flood watch going up for portions of the region. This one for the northern burn scar zone kicks in tomorrow and runs all day and into the early morning hours of Tuesday. So the short-term forecast is a pretty tight one for us. Cool morning lows for the north. 50s will pop up, but we'll generally be sliding through the 60s quickly, topping out in the 80s for many of us tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, and getting a bit of a break across some of those southern zones. No real intense heat for the south and the east. But the feature we're focused on is this backdoor cold front. It's going to slide through Monday afternoon and Monday evening. That's going to be the focus for many of these showers and thunderstorms. And again, rain day to day could be problematic for some of these regions. By Wednesday, the northern and eastern portions of the state could see upwards of an inch of rain in that time frame. So here's what you need to plan for in Farmington. You have impact level storms coming your way on Tuesday and Wednesday. That's going to hold our temperatures down into the lower 80s, and it's going to be a pretty wet ride in and around Silver City. We're going to back it off a little bit for tomorrow, maybe a spot shower or storm, but by Tuesday and Wednesday, those rain chances going way up. For Roswell, Carlsbad, and Hobbs, a break from the heat. Upper 80s for highs for Tuesday and Wednesday, and yep, it's going to be a pretty stormy stretch for Las Vegas, Raton, and Red River, with the higher threat for burn scar flooding there with persistent afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Santa Fe holding on to 70s for much of next week with those storm chances almost each and every day. But here in the metro, take advantage of the first half of tomorrow. By late day, we'll see showers and thunderstorms pushing through, and actually impact level storms for Tuesday and Wednesday.
KOAT 7 Sports is sponsored by Sandia Sportsbook.
All right, we are in for a pretty quiet night tonight. We had that action on the radar first. We're going to see some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, and that could be problematic, mainly to the north to start off with. We do have a flood watch going up for the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon burn scar area tomorrow through the afternoon and evening, even through the night into early Tuesday morning. 7-day forecast brings us impact level storms by Tuesday and Wednesday. We could see some flooding alerts here in the Albuquerque and Santa Fe metros. And pretty much statewide, we have that opportunity through the middle of the week.
And Olga, things people need to remember when that happens. Remember, turn around, don't drown. What are some of the other tips?
Thunder, you want to be indoors when you hear that, and just basically use common sense when you're out there.
Olga, thank you. Well, that's it for us. You can tune into more in the morning tomorrow starting at 4:30. And remember, you can get our latest newscast anytime on the free Very Local app. Enjoy your Sunday night. Be safe.